What's up, traders? Going technically 4 for 4 today. Going to jump right into it. We had 2 trades on Tesla, 1 trade on SKIN and 1 trade on Space, SPCE. We're going to start on the skin trade. That was our first trade. And you can see this one was kind of a bummer. We were looking for the bigger pullback and pretty nice move right off the open. I believe this one was on earnings. Pretty much topped it at the moment. But we were looking for much more, that 16 test for take profit, but we couldn't get it. And right around here is when SPCE actually started moving, and it was a much better move. This thing, the volume just kind of died off, and you can see this one kind of started to base out right here and started to curl up. So I just took it off, didn't want to let it go up against me and start grinding and have to deal with that at the same time I was dealing with SPCE. So I decided to take that one off. And SPCE, we actually did start it while we were in the SKIN trade. And again, if you want to watch any of these trades live, head over to Twitch. It'll be the first pinned comment down below, and you can watch all of my live trades there that we take over on Twitch. So hey, to interrupt, I just wanted to jump in and say I'll be live here on YouTube tomorrow, but not on my channel. It'll be over on the Trading Battle YouTube channel, which I'll leave a link down in the description. Go check that out. It's pretty cool. It's a new and upcoming channel. It's a great idea, and I'm going to take part in it and see if it works out. So make sure you come over and check that out. Show some support in the chat, and I'll see you there. And back to the video. SPCE, this one was pretty decent. If we scroll out, you can see that previous resistance all the way down here, and it made a nice move up through the $0.50 all the way up to around the 870 area, which, you know, I like that. It did jiggle here, and it did attempt to pull back just a little bit, and then I think it missed. We had a take profit order out at like 850 something, but it got to like 859, and I think we were at like 853, and we didn't obviously get there. So it decided to keep going. We added to the position, was just waiting for the next jiggle, gave it to us. A little sad I didn't do my 1-2, but because I kind of zoomed in on this one, I think, or maybe I did. I don't remember. I think maybe because the whole dollar was there. Honestly, I don't remember. I was really tired. I just woke up from a 3-hour nap as well, but that's why the video is a little bit late. And I just remember saying I didn't want to do the 1-2 here. I wanted to do 1-1. And now that I'm sitting here, I want to say it was because the $9 area was there, and just in case it wanted to go up through. And in any case, it would have worked. We got most of our shares out here. It ended up going all the way back to the highs. Was ready to add up through 9 if it made a nice move. It did not. It rejected. But it could not get back down. I really wanted my final take profits down here at this 820 area, but it just kept getting bought up. And every time I realized that it just didn't want to go lower, every time it kind of started getting bought back up, we decided to just take some off just in case. And then as you can see, this actually did start to curl, and we ended up taking the rest off, and it went high of day. So we read this one right, but it was just very frustrating because we actually had size in this one, and we could have made some decent money on this one. I mean, even if we got the 850 test, we couldn't even get that $0.50 to retest. So that's a sign that this is pretty strong. And as you can see, it did go higher, but then ultimately it ended up tanking, and then going higher again. But ultimately it faded. So that was definitely a tough trade. Maybe, you know, there was some people playing around with it. And then our biggest winner of the day was Tesla long. And, you know, somebody in my chat said today that I went long Tesla. And if that's the case, then World War III is definitely going to happen. It's kind of how I feel. Like if I'm out here looking for longs because I can't find anything on the short side, then, you know, something's up. But again, was really watching this key area from yesterday. So if we scroll in for that first trade, you'll see it was pretty much a bounce right off of that, and it was after such a strong move down. It picked up some speed into that 801 area, and so that's why we took it. And I tried to hold on to some. I mean, guys, we only took 5 shares. If it'll let me show you. I mean, I can show you over here, but it took the same lot here. 5 shares, took 3 off here, and then I was looking to ride the rest up to VWAP. I was hoping that, you know, 2 shares over that, it's still $30 more. With 2 shares. So I couldn't get it, started to come back down, stopped out. It went lower. Now in this trade, I was looking for the big push down through 800. We got it. I ended up getting long here at 796.34. The low ended up being 795.27. They're pretty close to the low here. And I was really looking mainly for that retest of that 800, 801 area. So we put an order out for 3 of the shares again, and then we were looking to try to ride the rest up. It did try to start going up higher, but it was really struggling. And I noticed it. So we ended up taking off 1, and I was going to try to, again, hold 1 at least up until VWAP, which was now around like 810, 812. And we just couldn't get it. It started to come back down. And as you can see, this thing was just struggling. And it was following the SPY pretty much all day. So unfortunately, we pretty much bottom took this. It looks like our arrow is actually lower than the candle, but it did eventually work its way down. I probably would have been holding this looking for much higher, and eventually would have got stopped out regardless. So, and taking a look at the SPY, I'm actually looking at it right now and looking at the daily. This is not looking too hot. It's looking like we might be finally getting that big old dip, especially if we come over here and look at the daily. It's right back to that key area. So what it does here is going to be interesting. I'm actually highly debating adding to the long-term portfolio here in the kids accounts. But you know, this could go either way. It could really try to find support here, or it could just go through and we'll actually finally see that big dip maybe towards 400 that we've been contemplating might be coming. So that's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate that support. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.